hello too. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this is workshop number 1. So this year we have a partnership and a grant through First 5. And part of that work is to participate in Kinder and TK readiness workshops. So tonight we are going to venture upon our workshop number 1. And the theme is learning is all around at home. So I want to welcome everyone who is here and those who may watch this later. I am Ms. Carter, the elementary school principal. I have a few others with me. So I have Ms. Molly, who is our program assistant. Molly, you can wave. So things related to the workshops, related to our orientations, anything TKK readiness related, that is going to be Molly. So she's going to be the go-to person, and she's also going to be the person who is checking the chat. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat, and then she will flag me and we can stop and answer those questions in real time. She's also going to be the person letting people in tonight. So she is our program assistant. And then we also have 2 teachers because that's the people doing the work. So we want to hear their guidance, examples. So we have our TK teacher, Ms. Audrey Miles. Audrey, you want to wave? And then we have our, thank you, ma'am. And then we have one of our 3 kindergarten teachers with us tonight, Ms. Shelvina Knight. So this is our team. So our TK and K teaching team has 1 TK teacher, so Ms. Miles, and then 3 kindergarten teachers. So we have Ms. Knight representing the kindergarten team tonight. So I wanted to ground the work that we do tonight in a quote. I found this on social media, so I wanted to start our time together with this visual. School readiness seems to mean pushing 4-year-olds to behave and think like 6-year-olds so they do well on tests when they are 10 years old. What if school readiness meant pushing schools to be ready for kindergarteners with developmentally appropriate and play-based learning opportunities? So ding, 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 that's what we want to capture today. We want to capture what is developmentally appropriate for children entering TK and K through play-based opportunities. So as we go through, these should not feel like overwhelming, challenging things to pull off. These should really be what's age appropriate, what's play-based, and what's around your home as a learning opportunity before we enter TK. So as I stated, our purpose tonight is to increase kinder readiness through skills, or let me backtrack. Increase kinder readiness skills through collaboration and learning. So all of us coming together today, that's that collaboration and learning. And then to highlight how much learning can take place at home with limited supplies or purchases, right? So learning really is all around us. We're going to highlight the things that you have at home to make learning, getting ready for TK and K totally doable in an age-appropriate and play-based way. So what we did is we put together several slides with a theme. So the first one is patterns, and then we are going to have Ms. Knight and Ms. Miles walk us through. So what we've tried to do is present 3 or 4 examples of how you could practice or work on that theme at home. We're also going to try to show you some examples using the things that we had in our spaces. So, all right, let's get ready. So patterns.
Hello, Anna Yates family. Okay, so one of the first ones on here says sort items in muffin tins. It could be anything. So for example, you can take pasta and you can put some food coloring in a plastic bag, and almost everyone has pasta, and you could put it in different Ziploc bags and color it different colors, and then have the students sort it in the muffin tins, okay? Making other patterns, you can make patterns with snacks. One of the ones we use at school would be Fruit of the Looms. That's a perfect one because it's those little oval cereal shapes. You can take those and you can sort them, and then you can also put them in patterns. If you're lucky enough to have some pattern items or some manipulatives at home, you can make patterns and have a student make their own pattern. They can do a AB pattern, or they can do a ABB pattern, or they can do a AA pattern, BB pattern. So you can talk about different ways they can do patterns, even with Fruit of the Looms, okay? You can do something as simple as go to the craft store and buy some crafts. You get 150 of these for nothing, okay? Sometimes you can find these at the dollar store. You can color the sticks different colors and have students make patterns with these. And as well, these can also be used as counting tools, okay? Pattern songs, there are so many pattern songs on the YouTube songs that we do. We do a knees and toes, and that was always fun, where you can do that and ask them to create the pattern again. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. One of my favorite ones is I'm a Little Teapot, okay? And what is it? The teapot is short and stout, okay? And what does it have? A handle, and it has a spout. Okay, so that's some ways that you can do patterns and sing songs that have rhyming songs in them that has a pattern that the student can play. Those are all fun and interactive and easy and cheap. I'm done.
That's it. Did I? Oh,
That's
yeah.
Ms. Carter.
You're welcome. Large motor.
Large motor. This is the fun on one of the things, of course, is dancing. They have a freeze dance on YouTube. They have one where it's the listening song where they tell the kids walk, jump, then crawl. So on YouTube, it's a lot of dancing and a lot of fun for large motor skills. Making an obstacle course, they do that already. Put toys down, and then they have to, it's an obstacle course for parents. But you can organize it where they have to go into curves or straight lines and then turn and then go in another straight line, and just different things like that. You can use pillows, sheets, roll them up, and make them like snakes, and that way they could go through that way. Another one is, the favorite thing is there's lava. They cannot get into the lava, and they get to hop over the lava, and you don't even have to have orange paper. You can just say the lava is right here, and they will always know where the lava is, and they will hop, jump, walk around. That's one of the things that my kids loved to do when they were little, is to avoid the lava. And mine jumped on couches and stuff to avoid the lava, but use the sheets to make paths. Using scissors. Okay, so we have paper. And when they're younger, you can make big shapes, and they have the safe scissors, and you can practice with them. You can make a big shape. We're making a circle, we're going to cut it out. And when you practice with them, okay, I don't have little kid scissors, but when they have little kid scissors, you're going to practice with them turning the paper instead of moving the scissors so much. You want the paper to move instead of the scissors to move. So you can teach them how to move the paper when they're cutting instead of you moving the scissors. And that's one of the things that will help make using scissors safer, is to move the paper and not the scissors. And they are also making shapes that they've cut out themselves, and then they can color and draw and do different things. What else? Write, draw, and color. This is their name. You can write it in highlighter, and then they can take a pencil or crayon and they can write over your highlighted or their highlighted name. So they're writing their name, and that will help them learn how to write the letters, and it's a big name, and they'll learn how to spell their name too. I don't know, see, I did it with the blue. So that's my portion right there for motor skills.
Thank you. All right, fine motor. We just did large motor. What about fine motor?
Okay. One of my favorite ones is cutting out, using scissors also to just cut out. That's on their practice cutting. And you could take and draw a zigzag line and have them, or a circle, just like Miss Knight said. Big one, pencil control for fine motor, practicing how to hold a pencil. When I was years ago, before they had these lovely little things called pencil holders for them to teach them how to hold their pencil correctly, we also had the correct little game or little song that we made where we said, you take the pencil, which is take the baby, put the baby in the bed, and you want about this much space because that's what you want to write. Put the baby in the bed, take the baby in the bed, and you have to decide what your student might not have decided yet what hand they want to use. So you want them to choose what hand they want to use. Some kids want to be a lefty, put the baby. But the opposite of where you put it is, I'm a right-hander, so I put, here's my baby. I put the baby in the bed. What do I do when I put the baby in the bed? I lay the baby down. And what do? I give my baby a pillow. Again, this space, put the baby in the bed, lay my baby down, make sure I give him a pillow. If you're not using that, you can find the pencil grips. You can find these almost anywhere online. These were like 5 for $12. I think they were three. It has the place for you to teach them how to use their thumb and the next finger to actually hold. And so they get into the habit of holding the pencil correctly. That's going to help with their penmanship. Another one is shaving cream or pudding on a tray or a table where they can trace their name, use their finger to make an A, or use the shaving cream or pudding to make the alphabet letters or to write their name. Drawing and coloring. We use a lot of this in TK. I have been going onto the YouTube station and teaching them how to draw a dog, how to draw. We did Santa Claus, we did an elf, we did how to draw a. Actually teaches them that pictures are all made of shapes. And so what are eyes made of? Circles, okay? Do the ear. And so we practice that. Sometimes that's a square, sometimes that's a shape, or sometimes that's a V, and actually give them directions on how to make a face. And you can do that with them. Instead of having them draw, just scribble, you want to give them specific directions and tell them where to put it so that they can start actually making pictures. Good tracing activities. Here's a simple one. Take any old tube or something that you have. It could be a lid. Have them put it down on the paper and have them hold it down with their other hand and have them trace it with a pencil. That's a really easy one. It doesn't cost you a dime. You can also find really simple tracing things online that you can print out that your student also can trace. Okay, that's mine on fine motor.
Okay, what about working together and taking turns? So we know that for some students, they have been at home, they've been with a parent or a grandparent, or they're an only child, and they haven't had to work on this as much. So what are some ways that we can work on working together and taking turns?
Unmute. Okay, there I am. One of the things is I like to introduce songs. One of the songs, you want to find My Bear Won't Share? Or I've Got a Bear That Doesn't Share. So
Where is it?
It's on YouTube.
A bear that doesn't share?
I've Got a Bear That Doesn't Share, yes.
This
Here.
one?
Yes.
Oh, I've got a bear that doesn't share. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I've got a bear that doesn't share. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I've got a bear, he won't share, doesn't give and doesn't care. I've got a bear that doesn't share. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. When we're playing dinosaurs, it happens every time. He won't let me stomp or roar. He says, mine, mine, mine. Oh, I've got a bear that doesn't share. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I've got a bear that doesn't share. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I've got a bear, he won't share. Doesn't give and doesn't care. I've got a bear that doesn't share. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There we go. So with the songs, it first talks about what it looks like not to share. And at the end, it then turns around because he eventually does share and he does care. And one of the things is to talk about what it looks like about sharing and not sharing, because I'm constantly amazed in kindergarten that they know what it means to share and what it means to be kind, and just having a conversation of what it looks like and what would they do, what would they like to share. Right here, one of the ways is that how can we share and be, I do it, share and thankful. What can we donate to someone who doesn't have something that we have? You know, it's also a way to help clean out the toy compartments and all the different toys, is to share toys with someone who doesn't have as much as we do. And also sharing ice cream with parents and cousins, and sharing toys and games, you know, with right now we're with the bubble, sharing the TV is a hard thing also that my kids had with sharing. We only have one TV in the house and my kids still have to share the television time. So it's a bunch of different ways. On here it says with cooking, that's working together, making Play-Doh. I think all of these recipes, the Play-Doh recipes, are on YouTube. And Charade and Pictionary, oh, that is such a great game. And with that one, you say, well, what do you think I am? And you act it out. And then you have them take their turn and have them act out an animal. And then you go back and forth with taking turns and having fun with doing charades and drawing different pictures and trying to figure it out. You don't actually need the game Pictionary. You can just do it with regular paper and you can just start drawing different things. Start drawing a flower, and they can guess what you're drawing, and then you can guess what they're drawing also. So
To piggyback off of working together and taking turns, that really brings us to following directions.
Oh, okay. All right, so following directions, okay? Biggest, the whole first week of school is about learning how to follow directions and listening. And so we have a social program at Anna Yates called Second Step. And in it, it really explicitly tells students that I need your eyes, I need your ears, I need a quiet mouth, and I need a calm body. And so parents can start helping their students learn how to do these activities by just simply, when you're talking, you can say, quiet mouth, listening ears, I need your eyes, and start using that type of language with their students, and that's going to be helpful. Definitely having routines where you actually give a student an opportunity to help around the house, even if it's just to clean up their room, that when they get up in the morning, they need to make up their bed, they need to put their things away. Those are simple things that you can start to do to teach children routines. Practicing using a timer. In the classroom, we use a timer daily, okay? I use the stopwatch one in my classroom every day. I set it. And so you set the expectation of what you want done, and then you set the timer. Now, here's a good one. Parents like us, I had an only child, okay? We always get accused of sometimes being too good of a parent. We feel like we have to answer our student immediately or answer our child immediately when they need something. Try sometimes say, babe, I need you to wait for a couple minutes. I need you to wait for 5 minutes and mom will be right with you. And then you set the timer for 5 minutes. And even if you don't have anything to do, you're teaching your child wait time by setting the timer and said, when the timer goes off, mom can help you. And it's so simple. And it buzzes, and then the student knows that when the timer goes off, that they are able to come see mom. But it also teaches them that when they get ready to go to the classroom, the teacher's going to have anywhere from 15 to 20 students. She can't always stop and immediately answer you right when you need it. The last piece that's on here says, repeat after me. And Simon says, simply when I give directions to the students and I tell them to do an assignment or something in class, I often say, now what were the directions that I gave you? And I want them to repeat what I asked them to do. So parents can help at home by simply giving a student a direction, like I need you to go in there and I need you to pick up the socks, or I need you to go over there and get the pen. I need you to go over there and get the broom. And then ask them, now what were the directions that I gave you? Ask your student to repeat what was said. And these practice, they're going to be good listeners. They're going to learn how to follow directions. And it's not going to be hard for them because they have been practicing it. That's all mine on following directions.
So there's following directions, and then there's also directionality. So what we realize is that when we're giving directions, if students haven't had practice with directionality words, then it's challenging to follow directions. So we wanted to just share some ways to just continue to work on directionality along with directions.
Yeah, so with directionality, that's saying where it is explicitly. I need you to go get the remote control that's on top of the table in the dining room. They know it's on top of the table. I need you to go put this recycle bag next to the garbage can. Right next to means besides. Go put it next to the garbage can. I need you to put, if they're helping, right here it says helping to put away groceries. Go put the cans on the bottom shelf. And you're showing them, you show them, but after you show them, then you should continue up with the practice, and then that way that they will always know, okay, the bottom shelf is at the bottom. Put it on the top shelf, it's up at the top. Put your clothes and shoes in the closet. When they're cleaning their rooms, it's the same thing. You work on above, below, next to, the word beside, because that's also one of the words that we will use. Go look behind. I'm not even sure, but go look, oh yeah, here it is. Go look behind the couch, and I want you to bring me the stuffed animal. Go look in front of the house and get the mail, you know, stuff like that. So it's telling them explicitly where something is. Is it on top, behind, above? Just using different prepositional words for them to find different items and to put things away also.
As we are getting towards the end, what about early literacy? So in no way are we saying students need to come to TK and K ready to read, but there are some things to do that promote those early literacy skills.
Now, reading nursery rhymes and having your student pick out the rhymes or doing funny things with the nursery rhymes is fun. Using books and in language to help your student understand the difference between pictures, words, and numbers. Pointing out, is this a picture? What is this? It's the little boy. Is this a picture? Okay. This is a book. This is a word. This is a picture. Pointing out that this is a number, okay? Or that this is a letter in a book. Teaching the concepts of print. What are the parts of a book? Front cover, back cover, the spine of the book. At this time of the year, my students know stuff like title page. They know that there is sometimes a dedication page where the book was dedicated. Sometimes most times there is a copyright page that tells the author that how the book was published. That you point out to your student, as well as just simply reading to them. Sometimes having them have Play-Doh little models. They have those little, I have some in my classroom where they're actual ABCs and letters, and they take the Play-Doh and they smash it out and they make the letter. So making Play-Doh letters and understanding that that is important to know that that is an A or this is a B, and that they get to make it. It makes it more kinesthetic and they remember it more if they're doing it visually and they're saying it as well.
Thank you. So just like Ms. Miles shared ways that we can practice early literacy, practice recognizing letters, there's also some things that we can do for practicing number sense.
Okay, number sense is knowing that a number is an amount. So you can say, well, like I have some bunnygrams right here. And I will say, I'm going to give you 5 bunnygrams. And then you can take out the bunnygrams and you can count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many bunnygrams did I give you? And they should say 5. And then go ahead and eat your bunnygrams. Another way is to, after you've done that, is, well, how many did I give you? 5. You show me on your fingers. What does 5 look like on your fingers? And you're working on them knowing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that this is 5. You gave me 5, Mom. Knowing what the numbers mean up to 10. Because you can say, go and get me 3 of the apples. Go and get me 2 books. And then that way that they will also know what it means when we're using number sticks. That's what I call them, when we're using number sticks or counting on our fingers. Identifying the numbers, like what Ms. Miles had in the books. When they have their books, they have certain numbers. They have the book numbers. And let me get a book right here. So I have books and I say, well, go to page 2. Here's page 2. And I need you to start reading on page 2. And that is the page that they start reading. And just pointing out the different page numbers in books and pointing out the numbers around town. I remember one of the numbers that from a commercial, 588-2300 Empire, or 1877 cars for kids. It's all these numbers that we hear and remember. So just talk about the numbers also. How many of different things do you have? How many sweaters do you have? How many pairs of shoes do you have? So different things like that. And that's how you practice number sense.
Thank you. And last but not least, life skills and self-care. So when children come to school, there are just some simple life skills and self-care that can really help us be able to teach and learn and keep everyone safe. So we want to just share this last slide around life skills and self-care before we leave this evening.
So there's lots of things you can do at home, and you don't necessarily have to go out and buy stuff. I'm fortunate that I've been teaching so long. I have so much junk, good junk, okay? But I also taught a parent last year how to make these, okay? This is just a simple piece of cardboard, but these were actually I bought years and years and years ago. But it's really just a piece of cardboard. You can take an old piece of fabric that has a zipper in it, cut it out and attach it to a board, and then you have a practice tool for learning how to zip. Key factor, you don't teach your child how to zip and unzip. On the first day of school, I am the one that's unzipping their pants. So I gotta go to the bathroom, and they don't know how to unzip their pants. These also can be made with buckles. You can find an old piece of fabric or something that has a buckle. And again, this is just a piece of cardboard or a piece of plastic. You can make it and attach it, and you teach them how to buckle. A snap. How do I snap my pants? Some of you, the kids have snap. The hardest one, how to tie. Okay, and I have a fun thing to do with tying. I say butterfly, make a butterfly, cross it, tuck it, pull. You can teach them a rhyme so that they can learn how to tie their shoes. I spend the first 3 months to 6 months sometimes teaching how to tie shoes. Again, butterfly, butterfly, wing, cross it, tuck it, pull. So simple, you can teach them a rhyme, okay? The other one is, how do I go to the bathroom? I need that video, Bathroom Manners and Song. I teach bathroom etiquette so that the children know how to go in the bathroom, how to use the bathroom safely, and how to be safe and clean and wash up behind their hands. And we use a video on most of these, but here's a good one, a video that I found online that says Bathroom Manners Song and Hand Washing.
All right, everyone. So I believe that's it. So we got through everything. So just, huh?
Oh, I thought you were going to play it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Ms. Miles, I think you cut out. So did you want me to do something?
Well, I had wanted you to play that video so they could see how easy it is to pull up those, or you don't have to play it, just even show them to it. It says the bathroom manners and the song that goes along for hand washing, teaches them how to go in the bathroom, how to use the bathroom and clean up behind themselves. It has all those little tips in there, but we're running late on time, so that's fine. But you can also, you can find it through YouTube.
Has finally made an appearance.
I one of them.
Be doing that if you want
So
to
let's
stay
go
in a
ahead.
Lake House.
Please remember to cover your mouth when you sneeze or when you cough. Use a tissue and wash your hands. That is always the best plan. Use your manners everywhere. Don't forget the magic words. You must use them wherever you go. Thank you, sorry, excuse me, please. Are kind words to say, you'll see. Use your
It's coming in and out, Ms. Carter. Okay,
Okay,
that's good. But there are so many videos you can use to teach your kid about bathroom manners and good etiquette, bathroom etiquette, how to wash your hands, and the importance of taking care of themselves. So,
thank you, Ms. Miles. So just to recap, we went over items around early literacy and directionality and following directions and working together and fine motor and patterns and large motor. So we hope that everyone can leave today with just a few things to do at home. I, again, am going to put this recording on our website. I will also put the link to this presentation on our website too, so that if you wanted to click on those links yourself, or if you wanted to go back and revisit some of the examples that we just shared, you are able to. So I want to thank everyone for coming or watching this recording. Again, there's not too many of us in attendance tonight, so if you were in attendance, go ahead and put your email in the chat. Again, put your email in the chat and I will have Molly reach out to you around being able to pick up raffle items. What we have tonight are things like simple flashcards and some fun, simple workbooks, as well as some games. So again, simple things that you can do at home, work on colors, body parts. We also have a Jenga, which again, working on those fine motor, large motor skills or fine motor skills, and then Candyland, again, taking turns, colors. So if you were in attendance, go ahead, put your email in the chat, and then Molly will reach out to you regarding a time to pick up some of these raffle items. Just some upcoming events. So we have another orientation. If you weren't able to attend our orientation last week, please know we have one orientation every month for February, March, April, and then in May. So we have 4 more orientations. It's always going to be the 4th Wednesday of the month. Always the 4th Wednesday of the month, but the time is going to change. So our next one is going to be February 24th at 10 a.m. Ms. Miles will be in attendance. Another kinder teacher will be in attendance. I believe Ms. Knight will be joining us at that one. So if you want to know more about our TK and K programs, please join us at our orientation. We will also have 2 more workshops, one in March and one in April. So the next one is going to be all about making math fun. So please join us again, bring someone with you. Again, it's really thinking about kinder TK readiness using very simple items that you have around your home. If you are interested in enrolling at Anna Yates in our TK or K program, we do already have enrollment up and running. So this is the link. Again, I'm going to share the presentation so you can just click on that link and begin the registration process. And our contact info. So If you are ready to enroll or have enrollment related questions, I have the contact person. Her name is Magenta, and our website information is here as well. Molly, like I said, our program assistant, if you have any questions around orientations or workshops, she can answer those. And I, as the principal, am happy to answer any school-wide questions, and my email is there as well. So as we close, I just want to show one thing. K8.com at our school, and then teachers and staff. All of our teachers, so Ms. Miles, for instance, you can click on her name and you can learn more about our teachers if you're interested in knowing that information. You can also go back to our school and then go to enrollment. And then information around enrollment, that link is also here as well. And if you go to community and then TK, Kinder Readiness, this is all the info for our orientations and these workshops. So you will see the dates, the topics, the Zoom links, and then I will be adding the recordings here. We're also publishing newsletters that have lots of information, including those links, videos that we made last year about our programs. So please, if you have any questions, reach out or use this TKK Readiness tab as a place to just gain more information. So that is it for the night. If you want to stick around, you're welcome to. If not, again, thank you for attending. Thank you for joining us. And I hope